Hello everyone. In this video, we will see about the laws of indices or the rules of exponents. In the previous video, we have already seen what are indices or exponents. So in this video, we will study in detail about the laws of indices or exponents. So let's start.
So a is any non-zero number, then a raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. Okay, so this is the law. This means, see, here both the base is same. The base should be same, that is a, and there is multiplication sign in between. Okay, that means we can write the base and both the index we can add, both the exponents we can add. Okay, see this is very important. The base should be same and there should be multiplication sign in between, then we can add the index. Okay, now we will see how this is applied using example. See 4 square into 4 cube. Okay, so equal to 4 square means what? Total 4 square, how many times we will multiply? 4 into 4. 4 is multiplied 2 times. Into, here 4 is multiplied with itself 3 times. 4 into 4 into 4. Now, total 4 is multiplied with itself how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times. So, 4 raised to 5. Okay, now see 2 plus 3 is what? 5. We got this. Okay, therefore 4 square into 4 cube is equal to 4 raised to 2 plus 3, which is equal to 4 raised to. So this is how we use this law for. So instead of doing this calculation it is not required. We can directly use this rule and write the answer. 4 in, see here there is multiplication and both the base is same, so we can add the index. So 2 plus 3 is what? 4 raised to 2 plus 3 is what? 5. That only we have got here. See, instead of doing this calculation we can directly use this rule. Okay, now see one more example. 5 raised to 8 into 5 raised to 3. Okay, here both the base is same, so we can add, we will use this rule and add the index. So 5 raised to 8 plus 3, so equal to 5 raised to 11. Okay, directly both the base is same and there is multiplication sign, so we will use this law and add the index and we will get this answer. Okay, now the second law is, see the second rule, a is any non-zero number. A not equal to 0 means a should not be equal to 0. A should be any non-zero number. Then a raised to m divided by a raised to n equal to a raised to m minus n. Okay, now see here both the base is same and there is division sign. Okay, there is division sign, that means we can subtract. See, a raised to m divided by a raised to n equal to a raised to. So first what we have to do? We have to write the numerator, index of the numerator minus the index of the denominator. The base should be same. So whenever the base is same and there is division in between, then what we can do? We can subtract the index. Okay, from first we should write the index of the numerator minus the index which is there in the denominator. Okay, the base should be same. Okay, now we will see this with example. See here, 7 raised to 5 divided by 7 raised to 3. This is how we can, 7 raised to 5 divided by 7 raised to 3. This we can write it as 7 raised to 5 upon 7 raised to 3. Okay, in the numerator 7 is taken how many times? 5 times. So 7 into 7 upon, in the denominator how many times 7 is multiplied with itself? 3 times. So 7 into 7 into 7. Now see, here there is multiplication sign in between, so we can cancel here. 3 sevens are there, so we can cancel 3 sevens, and here also this 3 7 will get cancelled, numerator and denominator. Now what will remain? Only 7 into 7. This denominator has become 1. Everything is cancelled, means the denominator is 1, and what will remain? 7 into 7, which is equal to what? 7 into 7 means 7 square. 5 minus 3 is 2. 7 square. So what we have got here, see, therefore 7 raised to 5 divided by 7 raised to 3 equal to what we have? 7 raised to 5 divided by 7 raised to 3. What we have got here? 7 square. Okay, 7 square. So 5 minus 3. Okay, 5 minus 3 equal to 7 square. So instead of doing all this calculation, you can directly use this law. Okay, see, this is how we got the answer. Okay, here we got this answer by doing this calculation, but we can write it directly you can use this law and write the answer. Okay, it will be correct. That is, if the base is same and there is division sign in between, then we can subtract the indices. Okay, first we should write the index of the numerator minus the index of the denominator. Okay, we will see this example. 9 raised to 8 divided by 9 raised to 3. Okay, so here both the base is same, that is 9, and there is division sign, so we can use this law. This, okay, directly we can use, that is 9 raised to 8. First we will write the index of the numerator. First we will write the index of the numerator minus then the index of the denominator, that is 3. So what is the answer? 9 raised to 8 minus 3 is 5. So this is how you will use this rule in examples. Okay. See, here the next law is A not equal to 0. A is any non-zero number. Then A raised to 0 equal to 1. A should not be equal to 0. Then A raised to 0 will be 1. So any non-zero number raised to 0 will be 1. Now we will see how it comes. See, A not equal to 0. A is not equal to 0, right? So A raised to m upon A raised to m. Same number we are taking in numerator and denominator. Now what will be the answer? See, here A is not equal to 0. So A raised to m will not be 0. So the denominator will not be equal to 0. Okay, so we can, so here what we have done, we have taken the same number in numerator and denominator. Okay, so what will be the answer? We will get 1, right? See, if numerator and denominator is same, then the answer is always 1. See, 5 upon 5 is 1. 3 upon 3 will be 1. So if numerator and denominator is same, the answer will be 1. So here we have taken both in numerator and denominator A raised to m. So the answer is 1. Next what we will do is, we will use the second law for this left hand side. Okay, so A raised to m upon A raised to m. Here both the base is same. So by using the second law, we will get A raised to m minus m. Okay, index of the numerator minus index of the denominator equal to what is there in the right hand side? 1. Okay, therefore now A raised to m minus m means what? 0. A raised to 0 equal to 1. M minus m is 0. So A raised to 0 equal to 1. So this is how we get this law. So any non-zero number raised to 0 will be always equal to 1. Okay. We will see some examples. 23 raised to 0 equal to 1. Any number raised to 0 is 1. Okay. 17 raised to 0 equal to 1. So any number raised to 0 will be 1. Any non-zero number, and also minus 1 raised to 0 equal to 1. So any non-zero number raised to 0 will be always equal to 1. Now the next rule is a not equal to 0. A is not equal to 0. A is any non-zero number. Then a raised to minus m equal to 1 upon a raised to m. Okay. So if a is any non-zero number, then a raised to the power of minus m will be equal to 1 upon a raised to m. Okay, we will see how this formula comes. See, first we will take the right hand side. Okay, a raised to minus m. So what we will do, equal to, we will multiply and divide this a raised to minus m by a raised to m. Okay, a is not equal to 0, so a raised to m will not also be not equal to 0. So a raised to minus m into a raised to m, the whole upon a raised to m. So what we have done, we have multiplied and divided. So we have multiplied and divided this a raised to minus m by a raised to m. Okay, see here a is not equal to 0, so this denominator will also be not equal to 0. So we can do this calculation. Now equal to, see, in the numerator both the base is same and there is multiplication sign in between. So what we will get, a raised to, we can add both the index. Okay, minus m plus m upon what will be there in the denominator, a raised to m. Okay, now equal to a raised to minus m plus m means will become a raised to minus m plus m. This will become a raised to 0. Minus m plus m will be 0 upon a raised to m. Now we have seen just now that anything raised to 0 is what? 1. So equal to 1 upon a raised to m. Okay, see, we got. Therefore a raised to minus m equal to 1 upon a raised to m. So this is how you got this formula. So you can, instead of doing all this calculation, whenever you have negative index, you can directly use this law. Now we will see this example. 35 raised to minus 4 will be equal to 1 upon 35 raised to 4. Okay, so 35 raised to minus 4 is 1 upon 35 raised to 4. This is how you can use this formula in examples. 10 raised to minus 2 equal to 1 upon 10 raised to 2. So which is equal to what? 1 upon 10 raised to 2 means 100. Now 10 raised to minus 4 will be 1 upon 10 raised to 4, which is equal to 1 upon 10,000. Okay. So this is how you can use this rule for examples. Okay. Now a raised to minus 1 will be 1 upon a raised to 1. A raised to 1, which is equal to 1 upon a. So a raised to minus 1 will be the reciprocal of a. A raised to minus 1 is called as the a inverse of that number, multiplicative inverse. Okay, this a raised to minus 1, because see, if we multiply a into a raised to minus 1 equal to a into 1 upon a. Okay, a into 1 upon a, which is equal to a upon a. Okay, a upon a, which is equal to 1. So a into a inverse is always 1. A can be any number, any non-zero number. A is any non-zero number. If we multiply a by a inverse, the answer will be 1. So a raised to minus 1 is called as the inverse, multiplicative inverse of a. Okay. Now see, 2 upon 5 inverse will be what? 1 upon 2 upon 5, which is equal to 1 into 5 upon 2. Okay, division sign is there, means what, we will take multiplication sign and we will take reciprocal of the denominator. Okay, so equal to 5 upon 2. So 2 upon 5 inverse is equal to 5 upon 2. Okay, now 3 by 8 inverse. You can directly now do it. See, inverse of any number is the reciprocal. Okay, so what is the reciprocal of 8? 3 upon 8 will be 8 upon 3. You can do it directly. No need to do all this calculation. Any number raised to minus 1 means it is the reciprocal of that number. So we call it as inverse. A inverse means the reciprocal of A. So the inverse of any number is the reciprocal of that number.
Now we will solve an example using the laws of indices which we have seen just now.
Now we will use the laws of indices or the rules of exponent and solve this example. Okay, 2 cube into 3 raised to 4 into 4 the whole upon 3 into 32. So how you will solve? See whatever number here, 4 we can write as 2 square and 32 you can write it as 2 raised to 5. Okay, so see 2 cube into 3 raised to 4 into this 4 we are writing as 2 square the whole upon 3 into this 32 will be 2 raised to 5. So which is equal to, now see here there are the base are 2 and 3. Okay, all the base is 2 or 3. So the 2 base we will separate. Okay, now 2 cube into 2 raised to 2 square the whole upon 2 raised to 5 into, see multiplication sign is there, so we can easily separate like this, into 3 raised to 4 upon 3. Okay, now here in the numerator we can use 2 raised to, both the base is same and here there is multiplication, so we can add both the index. 3 plus 2 upon, what is the denominator, 2 raised to 5 into, here see both the base is same and so, and there is division, so we can subtract the index. So 4 minus, what is the index of the denominator, 1. Okay, 3 raised to 1. So 3 raised to 4 minus 1. Now equal to, now 2 raised to 3 plus 2 is how much, 5 upon 2 raised to 5 into 3 raised to 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay, so equal to, see 2 raised to 5 upon 2 raised to 5. So this will be 2 raised to 5 minus 5. Okay, division sign, you can directly write it here 1, it will get cancelled and become 1, or we can do apply this rule. So here both the numerator and denominator is same, so you can directly cancel and it will be 1, right? This will become 1. So what will remain? 3 cube. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So the answer is 27. So by using the laws of indices we can do such type of calculations. Okay.
So here we end our video. There are more laws of indices or exponents that you can see in the next video. If this video was useful to you, then please like and share it. If you have any doubts about this topic, please write your doubts in the comments. Thank you for watching.